12:15 p.m. on this very smoke-filled air and sky of this day. Wow. Walk out here and it's once again very overwhelming with the smell of smoke. This is basically an update in regards to this smoky situation of late. So, well, because of this smoke, apparently what was previously forecasted as far as our temperatures for today, topping out at 92 degrees, they're saying that we might struggle to see 89 degrees because of the filtration of the smoke affecting the sun. It is very, well, I'll just say hazy out here due to the smoky conditions. The last time that we experienced something to this degree of smokiness due to Canadian wildfires was back in 2023, and which there was multiple outbreaks back then, and I do believe that I recorded some of the adverse side effects that took place here in our location due to those wildfires back then. We do have winds out here. And they don't really, I don't know, I'm not sure which direction that they are currently flowing. So anyways, once again, I'm more than likely have quite a few videos from that time period back in 2023 with these smoky conditions. But this year, there we go. There might have been some visibility issues that caused an accident, or possibly somebody is having breathing complications. Yeah, because of the microscopic particulates that is within the air, and thus there is warnings for our air quality, and you know, those that have chronic breathing issues or heart issues to stay out of this stuff, especially as the temperatures get hotter. We're supposed to have less humidity throughout this day, so more drier conditions, if you will. But as far as the air quality, right now we are at a level pretty much off the scale as far as very poor air quality conditions. In fact, we are enduring what is being claimed as right now currently the worst air quality conditions in the world at this given point in time. That's how bad Michigan and some of our surrounding states is getting hit. Now, since bringing back up the year of 2023 once again, and those Canadian wildfires, well, there's been quite a lot of friction and feuding between lawmakers here and the Canadian government. And which I remember quite specifically bringing that point up within my opinionated narratives back then of why is nobody, hound dogging Canada and controlling or doing a better job controlling their wildfires because of its severe impacts that takes place here in the United States. Wow, and we got a lot of sirens. And yeah, it is affecting my breathing right now, standing out here for this limited amount of time that I've been out here. And I can just imagine how it's hitting the lungs of the wildlife out here. Thankfully, they've got the opportunity to get right down close to the ground to where the air quality is a little bit better. So there is great concerns, pertaining to the wildlife and how the smoke is affecting them. But going back to 2023 and this friction and feuding between lawmakers on both sides of the border, Michigan is once again crying out, shouting out, let's say, in regards to the Canadian government, and once again bringing up factors of why are you not doing more, because if you're not going to control the situations, then we will have to do something about it, because we cannot continue to have these air quality conditions affecting the American citizens. So we've got lawmakers here in Michigan that's stomping hard and heavy. And yeah, it's an emergency situation, much as these sirens are indicating right now. And this could, once again, whatever emergency is taking place could be related, if not a direct result, of these smoky conditions and the air quality conditions that we are experiencing. So, anyways, I believe I have provided much details in reference to updates over these smoky situations at large here in southwestern Michigan within my location of Allegan County and within this very small village of Martin, Michigan. Yeah, might as well tell all, right? Hey, let's go ahead and do this. So we have zoomed in. We're going to play around once again like I did in the previous recording that's already been posted. We are zoomed in, keeping with our regular lighting, and we're going to go up here to this greater light, aka the sun, and we are taking in what it looks like under these lighting conditions currently. Now then, man, we're getting quite smoky here. And there I was watching just a little bit of our local news, which comes from Kalamazoo, Michigan, south of my location. And they were showing some areas that, wow, visibility is not good whatsoever. And so, yeah, just imagine. what emergency situations might be taking place in many locations. Yeah, this wind is really starting to pick up out here. I can actually see movements of smoke in the air. So anyways, we are looking at this under the regular, or the dimmed option. And okay, my bad. Having difficulties seeing this the screen. So I am going to apply the lens, one lens of my Polaroid sunglasses to the lens of this camera, and we shall observe this light once again. Yeah, having some difficulties here. Okay. Now that seems to be rather dark. And I'm doing this because of, after my review of the previous recordings that I have already posted, it seemed to be just too dark. So, what I am going to do, trying to keep these lenses up here, we'll go to the regular lighting. And this is what we have with just the polarized lenses with the regular lighting. I don't know what kind of difference that makes. Well, let's go ahead and ensure that we are focused once again, and I'm going to drop this lighting down only about halfway. Going back up here to the light. Okay, and now once again applying the lens or the Polaroid sunglasses. Oh, way off. And whatever we are seeing at half of the dimming option, and Polaroid sunglasses. Okay, so whatever we've gotten, we've gotten. This is, once again, just having fun with the sun on the smoke. Well, having fun with a smoky sun on this very smoky day. Oh wow, it's getting heavy out here. I'm fumbling around once again, so pardon my poor recording quality. I'm not sure if turning down the lighting out here will enhance any of this smokiness or not. But yeah, this is far worse than what I have ever experienced throughout the past history of whenever we've had these adverse or side effects from these Canadian wildfires and even fires from out west. Okay, so it hasn't just been Canada. So I would like to stipulate and clarify that. You know, I really don't have any problems nor issues with our friends to the north. Right? Maybe their government's a little screwed up, but hey, that's much akin to our own. So, yeah. Once again, oh, okay, never mind. Blew off. Yeah, we've got a lot of. I'm taking in observations of a lot of different insects that are fluttering and flying about. Anyways, I believe I better go ahead end this recording and get back in, breathe in some air-conditioned air. It's a little bit cooler, and as well, it won't be long and I have to come back out and go into the woods to provide food, water, and seed for my friends out here. We have to ensure that they are properly hydrated in these hot temperatures, and well, I outdo our postal service workers because nothing stops me from doing my duties, tending to my responsibilities. Neither rain, sleet, snow, heat. I am out here at least twice a day. So, well, in a way, I'm glad that my lungs are pretty much acclimated to smoky conditions. Okay, I guess this has gone on long enough, and I've rambled on long enough, and we've seen enough that has been pretty much capable of being seen, and so I shall leave you with this last look of the sun through very filtered air and with high amounts of smoke. And thank you for watching. Take care. Have yourselves a great one. Don't breathe too deep, because I'll do it for you. Oh, and here's, well, alright. We got one of our friends out here. Oh, will it come my way? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, cool. We got something nifty and neat to look at with one of my sky guides here. Sure. Come on. Well, we'll just be like this rather magnificent bird of prey and go with the flow. In focus or no, we'll still keep our eye on our overhead sky. Wow, and overhead. Hey, okay, so here's my, yeah, just did my friendly wave gesture, and now it should fly off. Well, oh, okay, still over here. I acknowledged its presence, and so off it goes. Oh, that's so awesome. Great way to end this recording. I am thrilled to have its presence within this recording. Absolutely thrilled. On that note, this is Skywise out. 1:11 p.m. 1:11 p.m. on this very smoky afternoon. And this is an update to the previous. Look at this. You see how, wow, so much smoke. And this is an update to the sirens that we heard within the previous recording, in which just not all that many minutes back, I had received an emergency alert notification pop up on my phone, or this phone, I should say, and it was in regards to those sirens. Okay, well, I got cut off as another emergency notification alert came up and killed this recording. I had to confirm that notification, as now is the typical rule of thumb. And so I will have to rotate that image, and I think I'll go ahead and include that into this recording. I'll just go through an editing app. But anyways, so yeah, what that previous emergency alert notification had stated, the original or initial one that I had received, was that there was an injury accident out on the highway here just north of my location, Shelbyville, Michigan. And one would only have to not assume but actually presume that it was due to visibility issues. My brother, he had just texted me just before I come out here, and which he was saying that he has never seen the air like this in his lifetime. You know, it's bad out here. And thing is well, the conditions really does not seem to be nearly as severe as, I don't know. I'm not really having much of an issue with it. Yeah, I mean, the smell is very overwhelming at times, but and yeah, I walked out into the hallway of the apartment building on my way out here, and right away, I mean, the hallway is smoke saturated to where as soon as I walked out, what was in there was literally burning my eyes, and you could taste. I mean, out here you can actually taste it beyond just smelling it. But still, I mean, not too big of a factor for me. But I've mixed up a concoction of stuff for a treat for these guys out here, because they're having to endure such poor conditions. You know, I feel bad for them, so I fixed them a little something special at this well, noontime hour, give or take. And yeah, not only have I given fresh water and seed for these chickens, but I provided some seed in our feeding tree for the birds as well. I did that first thing as soon as I came out here. But anyways, I have to resume doing what I'm doing, and I will leave it at that. So this is basically like a smoky day update from here in the woods. So, well, thank you for watching. I could show just that much more, but this is once again an add-on to the previous recording, which of course is going to be now a lengthy video in totality. So my apologies for that, but hey, it is what it is, and well, sometimes there's just conditions and situations that's out of your control and out of your hand overall. So, this is Skywise out. And until next time, enjoy your day within your flip side of reality. Take care. Have a great one. Skyways out.